I've been at it again. I've got offered another job lot. Now it included what we see in front of us. It included, if I remember rightly, is this Canadian Pacific? It's trying and all that. It also included 2 controllers, loads of track, a box full of track, most of which is old and I shan't be keeping. A few bits of the type I use though, which is the Hornby one. So I've separated that out and stored that. Also, lots of bits of building, a few old Triang buildings which I'm not going to keep. I'll probably put them to charity, I don't know yet. I like the idea of selling things on auction sites online, but the controllers, the postage is ridiculously heavy. I don't know what condition it's in, and I'd rather just not have the hassle, to be honest. I know the money is always handy, but there we go. But anyway, back to what I was really after was the locos. Now, a little bit disappointing, but unfortunately the bloke did admit he loved taking things apart. He's never used them. This was for a planned railway that him or his wife have decided he's not going to do. Right, exhibit number 1 is a Dock Shunter, which is promptly not running. I can't run much of this. Whoop. These are basically as I took them out of the box. This one though has its original box, all intact. It's got a very bent buffer, doesn't run at all well, but I think with a bit of... Let's go the other way. Let's not. With a bit of service, I think we might have a bit of luck with that one. The light doesn't work either. Just bring that back round. Right. The next, let's move over to here, is the Triang Railways. As I said, I think it's Canadian. That bit I'll show you, it doesn't work, but it came in pieces. I popped it back together. There's a broken solder joint on the motor, but I think I've had a bit of life out of it, so I think with a bit of effort that'll run not too badly. Put it back together, give it a clean. So we'll just see if the carriages run. Actually, I've been fiddling with these. Basically, they don't. I think it's just dirt and lack of use. Well, it takes 2 locos to make them even move. And I think they're probably not going to make it. Oh, I don't know. I can remember as a child being really jealous of people who'd got that set. So I'm determined to get them to work at some point. And onwards. Needing a little bit of help, but because I've done nothing to the carriages yet, they're very heavy, but it works. Next is the Hornby J83. Now, this is in 2 bits, obviously chassis and body. It doesn't fit, it doesn't clip on, but I'm sure it is the right chassis, except that the chassis is for the LNER version, and the body is obviously the BR Black. But the astonishing thing is, put the 2 together, and this is what we get. An almost perfect runner. Now I swear I haven't done anything to that other than put the two bits together. I don't know that it's that old even. But there we go. So what was that? The J83 I think, yes. So I'm very pleased with that. Right, next is, well, it's a B12. There's the body, there's the chassis, and if I turn around somewhere, I've got a tender for it. Yeah, here we go. So I've got all the bits. I've yet to find though the front bogie. And it has one other problem, as we shall see here. Motor works beautifully, but all the teeth on the drive axle have been stripped. But there's not much wrong with it other than that. Well, assuming I can find the front bogie. The body's got, the only damage it's got is one handrail partially missing. Well, I'm not going to worry too much about that. So that one hopefully will be a runner with a small amount of expenditure. This is a Hornby International R254, which is handily written on the side. I really don't know what it is. It's a very cheap made little thing, but it runs. And I think with a bit of intention, it'll run very well. It doesn't even stall on the points. The front smoke box cover is missing as well. But other than that, it runs. Next is a green Princess Elizabeth. It doesn't really run. Oh, that's it. That's about it. Yeah, nothing there. I shall fiddle with this one. It's not in brilliant condition, but it's all, if it's all there, we'll get it running. I've got a few spares for these already, so, and I've done nothing to that at all. It might not take much to get it running, so we shall see about that. Which leads us to the last running loco. So far, that gives us what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 running locos, which for the money I paid means they work out, I think, at about £17 each. Well, alright, that's including also I've got the track, I've got these carriages for the Canadian one, and I've also got, well, let's go back round here. There's probably another dog shunter there in those bits, so that's another one. And there's a Lima chassis there, which doesn't go, but I think all that's wrong is that one of the springs is missing from the point, or possibly both of them. So I might fiddle about with that shortly. That's from an 08. Now there is the body of an 08 there. It's a trying one. It doesn't fit. And then if we come round back to the box, that leaves us with a bullied chassis, a bullied streamlined tender, another one of those old units. I've got the Princess Elizabeth in there, another loco chassis with no body, loads of bogies, and some other bits and pieces. and a pencil. Most importantly, a pencil. I don't know what these things are, but there's something. But I shall go through it all and have a fiddle. And on that note, we shall come back after I've done this. See you later.